I get it. UVE spent hours scrolling through glossy Amazon listings, watching sleek videos of robotic pool cleaners gliding across crystal clear water, and you're convinced the next one you click will finally give you a pool that looks like a resort. Then you bring it home, set it on the deck, and it either gets stuck on the steps, misses the corners, or just sputters around the surface while the leaves keep piling up. That gap between the showroom promise and the backyard reality is why I wanted to dig deeper before I pressed buy now on the Beatbot AquaSense 2 Ultra. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When I first heard about this model, the biggest thing that caught my attention was the claim that it uses an AI-driven camera to actually map your pool, not just bounce around randomly. Most smart cleaners I've tried simply rely on a random bounce algorithm, which can leave a lot of the pool floor untouched, especially in pools with odd shapes, built-in steps, or those decorative islands you love. The Beatbot says it builds a virtual map the first time it runs, then optimizes its path on each subsequent pass. I wanted to know if that was just marketing hype or a genuine time saver. I started by looking at how people who actually own complex pools think. Those with a diving board, a waterfall feature, and a couple of built-in benches talk about the cleaning experience. The consensus online is that the biggest frustration is dealing with dead zones, places where the robot never reaches because it can't figure out how to navigate around obstacles. The Beatbot's AI platform claims to detect plant debris and even distinguish between a leaf and a piece of algae, which sounded promising for the pool I manage that's surrounded by a lot of palm fronds. After setting it up, which, by the way, takes less than 10 minutes if you follow the app instructions, the robot launched itself into the water, and the first thing I noticed was the way the camera actually scans the walls. It's not just a low-resolution sensor. It captures enough detail to recognize a step and adjust its trajectory. In a real-world test with a pool that has a 3-foot-deep end, a shallow lounge area, and a built-in jacuzzi, the AquaSense 2 Ultra managed to transition between depths without getting stuck on the ladder. That's a practical win because the last thing you want is a robot that quits halfway through a cleaning cycle and needs you to fish it out. The cleaning itself is marketed as 5-in-1. It vacuums debris, scrubs the floor, schemes the surface, clarifies the water, and even does a light polish on the tiles. In my day-to-day use, I found the vacuum and surface skimming functions to be the most noticeable. After a single 90-minute run, the floating leaves that usually cling to the surface after a storm were gone, and the pool floor was free of the fine sand that normally settles near the steps. The water clarification feature, which claims to reduce chlorine usage by breaking down microscopic particles, gave me a subtle but real difference. The water looked a shade clearer after a week of regular runs, and I could cut my chlorine dosing by about 10%. That's a practical cost saving if you're already paying for chemicals. Now, no product is perfect, and the Beatbot has a couple of practical quirks. First, the battery life. It's advertised to run about 2 hours per charge, which sounds decent, but on my larger 20,000 gallon pool, it barely completed a full circuit before needing a recharge. The app automatically sends it back to this smart surface parking dock, but you end up waiting an extra 30 minutes for a full charge before it can finish the second half of the cleaning cycle. If you have a massive pool or you like to run the cleaner overnight, you'll need to factor in that downtime. Second, the app itself is fairly powerful, but it can feel a bit heavy for casual users. You get to set custom cleaning zones, adjust the suction power, and even watch a live feed of the robot's camera as it moves. That live feed is useful for troubleshooting, like when it gets stuck on a ladder, but if you just want to set a timer and forget it, the menu depth can be a little overwhelming. I found myself spending a few minutes each week tweaking the path after a new piece of garden furniture was added to the pool deck, which is fine if you enjoy tinkering, but not ideal if you're looking for a pure set-and-forget solution. So, who should consider buying the Beatbot AquaSense 2 Ultra? If you own a medium to large pool with irregular geometry, built-in steps, or a lot of surrounding foliage, the AI mapping and debris detection capabilities are a genuine advantage. It's also a good fit for homeowners who are already comfortable using a smartphone app to control home tech. The ability to see the robot's camera in real time can give you confidence that it's actually covering the hard-to-reach spots. If you're a pool maintenance professional who wants to reduce manual labor and offer